defend his third, and Deer rolled him over with a counterattack.
Yeah, it was a good read by Deer as well. He was like looking at that army and he's saying, if you were just trying to kill me now, you should probably have more stuff. But, you know, kind of read it. He's like, oh, I got to go in there and kill him before he gets any Tempests out. And he hit right as the Tempests were coming out, so it was fast enough.
Well, map number 3 is going to be Overgrowth. Going back to a smaller map, 2-player map. Keeping it simple here. Definitely tougher to play late game on this map. Third base is also kind of off to the side, a little bit exposed. The players are ready. The map is loaded. Let's go into game number 3.
Down here in the bottom left of Overgrowth, the red Protoss, it is Patience.
A great player. In the top right, on top of the world at the end of 2013, had a rough year. Trying to bring it back. It's Deer. No rhyme intended.
Well, Overgrowth, also a map you were talking about. It's a 2-player map, and it just doesn't have a lot of room to proxy, which is something we've been seeing out of these players a bit here. So, much easier to just scout this smaller map.
Yeah, proxy Stargate's really uncommon on this map. If you see them, it's usually kind of like towards behind the third base, or sometimes like down at the top left or bottom right of the map. And occasionally at the gold base too, but like you said, very rare to see them on this map. The map is small. It's hard to hide stuff. You see Blink a lot on this map,
yeah,
but not like all-in Blinks. We sometimes even see like the 3-gateway Stalker attack. To expand behind.
Yeah. We've also seen stuff like if players do proxies on this map, it's like 1 gateway somewhere over there with a Cybernetics core as well. Just trying to get the aggression on, get more units than your opponent as soon as possible. We do have a sneaky probe here for Patience. Actually hiding behind where a possible 4th base could go. He's actually putting down a pylon.
Could definitely put a proxy there. This could also be another one of those hidden pylons that makes your opponent scared if he does like an early scout, a pylon or a gateway scout. Pylon scout you almost never see in PvP anymore at the highest level. In fact, I can't think of the last time I saw one. But if he does an early gateway scout and comes in here before he gets denied, you might be like, where's your other pylon? What's going on here? Could still be for a proxy. We see a lot of oracles on this map, not proxy, but actually just sent from the main base to start getting there too. So that's something that we could see from either of these players as well.
Like where Deer's pylon is in his base. They put a pylon all the way down there, make it harder to scout in base, and just throw that down after Stalker and Mothership Core. Pretty good point.
I think that pylon placement for Deer kind of indicates he's got that kind of idea. Let's see if he gets a Mothership Core first. Warp Gate Research, and the Stalker, and Mothership Core, so... Just a safe opener all around here. Patience not sending any probe down to the proxy pylon. Not even really a proxy pylon, just a hidden pylon. And is making a sentry for extra safety. With that early sentry, you can also get a hallucination scout faster. In main, Twilight Council for Deer. And a second sentry for Patience, indicating he's just going to try to take a 1-gate expand, which is a very risky build on this map, but a build that Deer probably won't expect.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, we do have Deer going for the Twilight Council, which usually indicates some aggression. He's already sending units over to Patience's base right now. He's already got that Zealot and Stalker and Mothership Core combo here. Yeah,
Stalkers do a ton of damage to Mothership Cores. They take so much because they're armored units, and they have barely any health. So look at how much damage that's already taken. It's like a floating snow globe. And sentries don't do damage either, so it's actually going to be able to pick away at this Nexus quite a bit. And Blink is on the way. I think Deer might just see blood in the water and commit heavily to 3-gateway Blink Stalker aggression.
Wouldn't be surprised.
When you see sentries like this, you can even bring your Mothership Core into the main, because you're like, oh, those sentries are not going to kill my Mothership Core. Scouts everything.
Doesn't see much besides, well, he sees everything, actually. He sees the 2 gates, as well as the Robo coming up here. But
he's coming in.
I think he's pretty happy to see that 3rd sentry as well. He's like, okay, well, that's not going to do any damage here.
Already 2 probe kills, and he might snipe the Mothership Core. If he snipes the Mothership Core, This gets so hard to hold, the follow-up. Oh, he does lose a Stalker, though, and doesn't get that Mothership Core. But the Nexus Cannon was baited. And his Nexus is blocked, so he kind of has to commit now. And that's why that pylon goes down here. I don't know, man. The Immortal's already on the way. Losing that Stalker and not killing the Mothership Core hurts a lot. But this is definitely a push where he continue to do a lot of damage, continue to harass. And with the Sentry Warp in here, he might just try to contain and get his own Nexus up. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, there's no way he's going to be killing Patience right now who's getting the Immortals out. He saw that Robo Facility, and he's like, okay, I'll just kill your Nexus, get my Nexus up pretty fast here. And no reason to try to go for the kill here. Already 2 sentries at the bottom of the ramp.
Could have been a totally different story, too. Oh, that was an unfortunate warp in timing. I guess he just wants to slow down the kill on that pylon, so slow down the Nexus. Might even be worth it for 100 minerals. Not going to get any probe kills. But because the Nexus wasn't canceled, he knows that he gets the full kill, which is awesome. That's like 400 minerals he's never going to get back. The same minerals he actually committed to Stalkers, which are still being useful for him in this game. So Deer's going to be feeling pretty good about this right now. He is behind in tech, and that's something that's going to take him a long time to catch up on. In fact, he's even going for a Stargate here.
Yeah, wow.
I like that because he knows he's not going to be able to catch up on Immortals very quickly.
We got Twilight Council here for Patience, as well as a Warp Prism. Maybe try to go for Counterblink here. Try to break out of your base. You're going to have the Warp Prism here to pick up Immortals, of course.
Yeah. Look at this Scout. He does not want him to let him Elevator out. He's like, oh, you going to try that? Let me check.
He's flying away that Warp Prism. He actually keeps it a secret. And there we go. 2 Immortals will be picked up in that Warp Prism.
Yeah, doesn't look like he's going to try to Elevator everything out. It's still a nasty fight to take, even if he does Elevator everything out, because the Immortals don't have anything to stand on. Ooh, look at this. Hallucination is an upgrade that we have been seeing so much use recently in Korea as a fake-out technique. Yeah. And that's actually how it was designed to be used, not to scout until it was like changed in Heart of the Swarm. But we're finally seeing this used so much. I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, as we reach the highest level and that skill cap just like gets poked all the time, you just see this kind of thing come out a lot here. But here we go. The Immortal drop is on.
Yep, even some Stalker Warpins here. The Nexus does change the priority of those Immortals. He might lose his Warp Prism. 2 more shots.
Ooh.
Oh! For a second there, I thought he was going to lose it with both of them in there. I'm like, are you crazy?
Quite close here.
He might
and you know
still.
What? There's
the
blink.
Stalkers can blink.
There's blink on the map here.
He blinks. And he can continue to blink. That Warp Prism better get out of here.
Is there enough room back there?
Everyone downstairs is holding their breath. Oh, boy. Gets a Stalker at least. Well, Patience is in a nasty spot. Look at the supplies here. He's actually been supply blocked for a really long time. His Warp Prism and his Immortals are stuck indefinitely across the map. If he makes any mistake, he's going to lose that. That one advantage that he had. The one advantage in this game that he had. He cannot lose it.
I wonder if he might just go for push. I mean, he's got 3 Immortals. 2 of them do need to join up here. And the Nexus Cannon was used earlier to defend against that Immortal drop. This is a lot of Stalkers, though, with Blink. And he's getting his own Immortals here, so possibly not.
I mean, he could try for it, but I just don't think it's going to have a high rate of success. I think just doing what he's doing at home, getting a Forge and a, robotic support bay for the Colossi is the safer plan here. It's the more late-game focused plan. It's like, all right, I've got the Immortal advantage already. Let's get a further tech advantage. Nice snipe on the Observer here. That's a small victory. And he's actually able to save his Immortals. But this is actually a big attack that we're seeing from Deer instead. And, oh, my God, he's caught in the middle of the map. This could be disastrous. A good time warp here. But Stalkers don't care about time warp. They just blink. A second time warp is amazing as well. Now he's on top of those Immortals, but this Stalker count is just still way too much.
There's just way too many Stalkers here. I mean, the Immortals do get a lot of pick-off kills, but now he's on the run, and Blink can chase. He's got his own counter blink, but the Immortals can't blink, of course. And now Deer's just chasing him down. GG is called. Bit of a mix-up there in positioning. Out of Patience. Had to get off of that map.
It takes 10 Stalker shots to actually take out the Immortal shield. And if you have 18 Stalkers, those shields go down pretty fast.
Yeah.
Then you do bonus damage to armor units. Immortals are still armored after that shield's gone. then Immortals die really fast. So
Yeah.
if you have that many Stalkers, you kind of just say, well, Immortals are good against this, but I've got way too much. Way too many Stalkers. He had a massive lead in economy because of the Nexus kill that he had, the Sentry block, and Patience was behind in so many ways. Then his Immortal all-in, or not Immortal all-in, his Immortal drop